Hi everyone, good afternoon. I just wanted to take a couple of minutes to record a quick video to talk about your feedback for writing project 1, as well as to go over the instructions for writing project 2 a little bit more. And I want to apologize if you hear some weird ambient noise. It's very windy at my house today and the screens are banging like crazy, so please just bear with me and thanks for tolerating my background noise. So I have finished grading all of the mini writing projects ones that were submitted, and I wanted to let you know that you can check your grades and see feedback from me in your grade center here on Moodle. So I'm going to show you what it looks like. Unfortunately, because I'm not technically a student in the class, you won't be able to see exactly what it looks like, but you'll get a good idea of how to keep track of your grades. So here, I just clicked on grades over here, and you'll see all of this stuff is empty because, as I said, I'm not a student, so I haven't technically submitted anything. But you will be able to see all of your grades that you all of the grades that you have received, as well as upcoming assignments that are due. So to get to your feedback for mini writing project number 1, you'll just go ahead and click right here on the title. And here you will see your submission and you will see comments from me, and you should see a file there that has feedback from me. If for some reason you don't see a file from me to click on, then please contact me right away via email so that I can get it to you right away so that you can have a chance to revise. And that's the other thing that I wanted to discuss as well, is that just a reminder for all essays that are submitted on time, you have up to 5 days from the day that you receive feedback from me, so today, to email me a revision based on my comments and feedback for you. So for this first mini writing project, it seemed like there was some confusion with the instructions, and a couple of people missed some points where maybe if you go back and read through the instructions and look at the sample essay a little bit more carefully, you can easily get those points back. So I definitely recommend taking advantage of the course revision policy in order to help boost your grade and become a better writer, because it's all about the process, right? So any on-time submissions for major or mini writing projects, you have up to 5 days to revise after you receive feedback from me. So today is Tuesday the 18th. That means you'll have until Sunday, it looks like, to get an email with a revised essay to me if you so choose. And if you have questions about that, please just feel free to reach out to me. The second thing I wanted to talk about really briefly is, oh, that's our syllabus, not the assignment sheet, sorry. The mini writing project number 2 assignment. I wanted to go over the instructions a little bit more carefully because I went over them pretty quickly yesterday. So in this assignment, you will be analyzing either 2 genres or 2 representations of a story. The essay should be 700 to 1,000 words. It should utilize MLA format, which we've been talking about this week. So your task is to write a short essay and analyze the elements of either 2 genres of stories or 2 different cultural representations of one story. So, for example, you could compare and contrast fiction and drama. You could compare and contrast myths and fables. You could compare and contrast dramas and myths if you wanted to. That's one option for if you decide to look at 2 genres. Or you can look at 2 different cultural representations of a story. So that would apply more so to the reading list from last week, where we saw examples of stories like Sleeping Beauty, Hansel and Gretel, and those kinds of things. So you can look at 2 different cultural representations of a story, and one of them should be a story that we have read. I'm open to you looking into another interpretation of a story, so maybe you want to look at a Disney version of one of the fairy tales compared to one of the stories we've read. I think that would be perfectly appropriate. So those are your 2 choices. And I really want to encourage you to carefully read through the instructions, because I've given you kind of an outline in the instructions. So it tells you a little bit about what should be included in your introduction, including developing your thesis statement, a summary of the genres or stories, and then individual paragraphs that compare and contrast either the two genres or the two different representations. And I've even given you a formula here for providing specific evidence from the stories to back up what you're saying. And then finally, a conclusion. So I really want to reiterate how important it is to read through the instructions very carefully, especially in an online class. Sometimes things can be confusing, particularly if you're not carefully reading through everything. And I just wanted to try to head some of that off with this mini writing project. But if you have questions about the assignment or what you're supposed to do, please do feel free to reach out to me. I am here and I'm happy to answer any questions you may have. So that's a little bit about how to track your progress, see your feedback for mini writing project 1, and a little bit more about the assignment for this week, mini writing project 2. So if you have questions or concerns, please just feel free to email me. Thanks.